Hello everyone and welcome to HERORC. I'm Robert, and as you can see I've got the FJ40 with the trailer on it. We're going to make a pickup and hopefully get out and do a speed run with the vehicle that we pick up. I don't have the Rubicon out because it is busted. That pin obviously came out of something, because when I got everything hooked all back up and fired it up, I barely got any rotation out of the drive shaft, and I noticed that when I first put it back together, and I even broke it down again. But I think I'm gonna have to go deeper into the gearing. Well, we're going to make a pickup, and hopefully we can do a speed run. Uh-oh, that looks like the vehicle up there in the picture. What is that? I can't see it from here. Oh no. Is that a Camaro? 69 Camaro? Whew, all decked out. Alright, let's pick that puppy up and see if we can get around the front and do a quick run. It's already getting dark. As usual. Running late. Alright. Instead of going through all of that, I'm just going to get the vehicle on the trailer and head toward the front. Uno momento. Alright, let's make it to the front before it gets dark. See what's gonna go wrong tonight. Something always does. You know, I've just had one of those weeks where nothing, I mean absolutely nothing has gone right. But what do? Keep pushing. Stay positive. The FJ40 all rigged up and ready to go with this original tow hitch, and I didn't turn it off, and I hit the trigger and it crashed into a wooden box back there, a storage box, and broke the plastic tow hitch off, so I had to drill a hole and put a metal tow hitch on it. But uno momento. Alright, we got the 69 Camaro out here by Losi. And this sucker is pretty quick and it's smooth. Let's see what it does. It's clear out, nobody's cruising through. Looks like it has pretty good control. Woo! That one is faster than the Dodge. Alright, I'm trying to keep it in frame here. Uh-oh, what happened? Something about this spot up here. This one's got lights and everything on it. I don't know if it's the battery. It's got a 2S bat. Oh, it's the range, I bet you. Yeah, it's the range. It doesn't have very good range. Okay. So we're gonna get a good spot here. We're gonna let this puppy rip. Very poor range. And the range isn't very good at all. It's got some power. Could it be the battery? Looks nice though. Pretty stable too. It's that range. Not a very good setup. We're going to have to fix that. Put a new receiver in it. I think I done got bitten by the speed bug. Whew. It's got nice control though. And you can tell by this receiver here, it's very small. And it doesn't give off a big signal. Whoa. It's all car coming. Oh, it's got nice control. I tell you what, it is hard to keep this puppy in frame. God dang it. I knew that was going to happen eventually. Woo. All right. Hold on a minute. I think we lost the light there. Uno momento. Okay. Gotta keep it looking pretty while we run it. All right, let's do one more pass and let's go in. haul her up and call it a night. Boy, it's hard to stop. Alright, let's take her in. Let's get a little rubber here. A little rubber on the gravel that we have. Whew. See if we can move these big rocks. Alright, baby, slow down. We're gonna get a ticket here. Camaro, 69 Camaro by Losi. Doing his thing. What a beast. Nice run, nice run. Alright, let's get her loaded and head on back to the garage. Uno momento. Alright, got her all loaded up. Nice little quick run. Whoa, Millie. Hold on a minute there. Like I was about to say, got her all loaded up. I'm gonna head on back to the garage and finish watching NBA playoffs. I don't think we're gonna go out in the street this time because we might get stuck out there. Like my little bike I got back there. It's pretty cool, huh? That is 10 scale too. Oh, and I did get Purple People Leader #1 fixed. It was the motor. The pinion gear came off of the motor. So she's ready to run again. No problem. Started to bring it out tonight. I still might do a night run with it just to see how it's doing. Alright, let's get this gate closed and head on back to the shop. Uno momento. Alright, here we go. And like I said, I've been saying I gotta go find me a spot where I can go crawl and do some bashing and let my hot rods just be beast. Now, I may do that this weekend. Depends on what the weather's like. Get my chores out of the way. Haven't got my flowers planted yet. Look over here on the table. Gotta get all of those planted. I love my vincas. Then I got my wife some rosemary. She wanted some rosemary, so I gotta get all of those planted in my pots and stuff. The flowers that are already popping up in the pots are flowers. They're perennials, so they come back every year. Just need to water them. The rain has been taking care of them so far, but it's getting time to start watering. Probably get up in the morning and do some watering. Honestly, I didn't think a lot of them were going to come back, but they did. Turn this light off. UFJ40 doing his thing, no problem. I'm going here and break this motor all down again. See if I can figure out what I did. I know that pin goes somewhere in there. It fell out somewhere. Because it's not a hex pin. It's a little stubby pin. Alright, I got my mower here in the way, so I'm going to go around that. Hit some grass there. are these remotes these days. They are remote control cars. They are just crazy awesome. Now you got the track all shut down. I said I'm going to do a run. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel after I get in here. With the Purple People Eater #1. You cruise around and make sure all my lights are working here. You know, I've had this building since we moved out here. It's been a pretty good building, but it needs painting. I thought about putting siding on it, but you know, a lot of things aren't going to happen until I actually don't have to go in and punch the clock anymore. There's that light. So I got so much to do. I got trees and stuff that I trimmed, limbs from my trees. Got to take those to the dump. I'm trying to keep my vehicle's license plate out of the frame there. I always forget about that. Here. I got cameras all along this puppy here. There's one right there, and there's one right up there, and that one I added on the end down there. But I also bought a new DVD or DVR for these cameras because the one that's on it is outdated. So I can't even watch back here from my phone yet, but I will tonight. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna go in and hook that up. There's that light. But I still got this one camera back here that I can watch, you know, everything from on my phone. Then all the cameras on the house, I can watch everything from my phone, no matter where I'm at. FJ40 is a bad beast, boy. I could see why Crawler Canyon made it his trail truck for Wheelin' Wednesdays. Yeah, just creative. I had to come up with stuff like that when I started trying to get funded. But like I said, right now I'm not even worried about it. It's all about having fun. That's what this old boy doing right now, because I don't have the time to put into it. You know, I just don't have the time. You know, working 12-hour shifts, just don't have the time. All right, baby, where you at? There you go. Yeah, I think I need to throw one more plank in there. That way I don't have to worry about the tires slipping off. Which I'll have as soon as I start taking this fence apart. It'll happen one of these days. Seems like when I want to do it, it either rains or something else comes up. Got to mow, or something breaks, or something goes off, or I get stuck back here messing with this stuff. But you know, it'll all keep until I retire. A few more years, baby. I need to really get these pickets up that I have up, though, get them painted. Actually, they'll probably last just laying there on the ground, just cover them up. Just gotta worry about the critters. Taking up occupancy in them. Under them, anyway. And I have moved them, and I did notice little droppings. I don't know what kind of droppings there were, but it wasn't a lot. Because we got a bunch of cats around here, man. A bunch of cats. I don't even see any more rabbits anymore, like I used to. One day I came out and found a rabbit just shredded in my yard, just shredded. Like something just chewed it up and spit it out. And I know it was one of those cats. But I will say, back to the subject at hand, that love it when a plan comes together. This was a beautiful, beautiful run. Just wasn't enough time. I could do this all day long, man. Every day, all day. Love it that much. This technology is just amazing. See if the big beast can open it. Yes, I can, sir. Snapped off from here. Oh my goodness, Robert. You should have saw that coming. Alright, let's pick this puppy up. Should have saw that coming, my friend. Alright. Let's get her parked on the after run spot. Try to anyway. This is my finger being a little happy on this thing. One thing about these little scale vehicles, they do not go the way you want them to go when you are trailers. So we might just have to settle for, alright, don't crawl up on the other one now. Now, I will say that I do, this is a low C, that is a low C, so I know how to run the El Camino. And then I've got another MRX, I think that's an MRX MK2 Pontiac GTO, so it probably runs about like the Challenger. But I will say the Camaro is probably faster. But anyway, folks, like I always say, much, much, much more to come. And take care of yourselves.